Looking into the latex issue on the 25500 on Facebook, replying to customers' problem. The problem where you've had with the light magenta printhead, you followed the YouTube video how to get the air out the tubes, and you said you then had to replace the printhead, and then you was having other problems with reseating and all the rest of it. The bit I'm showing you now is reference to the reseating problem. Straight away your carriage looks like this. The potential problem what you can get is you have a little black dot on the ribbon cable just there, and on your machine, if you get a lot of contamination on the connections where the printhead goes down on, the stickiness of the actual ink can pull the ribbon down, which can do this. And when it does this, obviously the connections are not lining up with the actual printhead. So what you can do, as you're pushing the printhead down, you can hold the ribbon in position and push it down, and that's a workaround until you get a new flex cable. The flex cable, obviously on the your one, there's a row of little screws at the top, and then the flex cable comes out, and that's the whole of the flex cable. Obviously this is a second-hand one. On a new one, all the connections are all brand new, clean, and the black dots are all lining up with the two little brackets which I was referring to. So little housekeeping tips is to clean all these connections down so it is as clean as that. And on the actual printhead itself, just pull this out. When you pull a printhead out, normally there's a bit of black ink down the bottom just there. If you clean that off without cleaning the copper connections, and around the copper connections, what you have some like connection grease. With a clean finger, just manipulate it just to get the grease back into the brass parts, so when you push it in, they make good connection with those connections there. So, and referring to one of the other issues I was talking about, if you was having a problem with just one channel and you swap the heads over between the two channels and the problem stays there, then going back up to the ribbon cable, you have the carriage PC board, which is that item there, and on that channel there, circuitry has been blown inside the board, which is stopping that one channel working. Hence all the other ones work except that particular one you're having the issue with. So look out for the black line on the top to see if it's out of line. Make sure all the connections are clean. Just manipulate the grease on the actual printhead and make sure you're not contaminating the connections again. If you need to replace just the ribbon cable, we sell the ribbon cable separately. If you want the complete carriage, comes with the cutter, obviously the flex cable, new line sensor, new encoder sensor, the actual carriage itself, and that all comes in a box like that. Carriage certainly without PCA. And then if you have got a carriage PCA problem, you just need the carriage PCA. That's it for this YouTube video. Hope it helps you with your problem.